back to our second October Den meeting. I'm your Scout Den leader, Sheldon, and let's go ahead and do our Scout oath, Scout law, and our pledge.
All right, Scouts, go ahead and give me the Scout hand salute. If you're not in uniform, put your hand over your heart for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. All right, Webelos, let's go ahead and get started with our Scout oath. Go ahead and give me the Scout sign, and let's do the oath together. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. 2. All right, Webelos, let's go ahead and give me the Scout sign. We're going to go ahead and do the law together. All right, here we go. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
All right, Webelos, welcome back to our second meeting here in October. This October, we've talked a lot about experiencing things in the great outdoors and having a really fun time in Minnesota. However, Scouts don't just camp in the state they live in. They camp everywhere. For instance, when I was in Germany, I went and camped with a German Scout troop. Now, because Scouts go everywhere, we want to know what exactly we do in each situation dealing with weather. So I've talked to my really good leader friend over at Sea Base in Florida, and he's going to talk to you guys about some really cool stuff about that Sea Base goes through about preparing for an adventure.
And welcome to the Sea Base. We're happy to be participating in this Cub Scout Webelos video about the outdoors. And when you get older, you can come down to the Sea Base and participate in a high adventure program just like this crew. We get a lot of thunder, rain, lightning down here in the Florida Keys. Here's what you need to know. Number one, plan ahead. Secondly, as soon as you hear thunder, take cover. You do not want to wait to seek shelter. The only safe shelter is in a building or in a hard-topped vehicle. The other thing to remember is that you need to wait in safety for 30 minutes after the last thunder was heard or lightning was seen, because thunder and lightning can continue for up to 30 minutes after a storm leaves the area. When you are in a building, stay away from any phones that are plugged in or anything that's plugged into an electrical outlet. If that building is hit with lightning, those can conduct electricity. Stay safe, have fun, take precautions. Talk to your adult leaders and everyone in your group. Know before you go. Have a plan. Be prepared. Here's how you tie a bowline. Even though it is written Bowline, it is pronounced bowline. It is a knot used a lot in the nautical world. Boats, powerboats, sailboats, all types of vessels. You can use this to tie a boat up to a dock or a sheet or a halyard. Those are what we call lines on a boat to a sail or other thing on a boat. So let's take a look at it. First of all, you make a loop with the line, the long end of the line, and it goes over, you lay it over the top. The line then comes back under here, around the main part, and then back through the loop you have created. You can remember it by, number one, making a loop, laying the line up on top of itself. Then the rabbit comes out of the hole, around the tree, on the back side of the tree, back into the hole. Then you grasp these two lines, pull it tight, and then you have a bowline. The benefit of a bowline is it breaks apart easily. It won't knot up. You can break it apart that way. You can use it for a rescue knot. If you had to pull somebody up from a canyon, they'd slide their arms through this or tie this around their waist. You can even tie a bowline one-handed. The outdoor code. As an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, be careful with fire, be considerate in the outdoors, be conservation-minded. Outdoor adventure is part of the scouting program, whether you're Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Explorers, Scouts, BSA. Being in the outdoors is fun, it's adventurous, and it's safe as long as you take some precautions and are prepared. One of the things you need to know about dealing with flooding and weather in general is first, know before you go. Take a look at weather reports and make a plan with the rest of the members of your den, pack, troop, group. Talk to your parents. Know what will happen if you deal with flash flooding or a heavy downpour. Biggest thing to remember in any kind of rain is get to higher ground and never ever walk through running water. As little as 6 inches of moving water can knock you off your feet. Here's a crew or a number of crews that are getting ready to go out on our scuba program. So if you are already scuba certified, you can come down to the sea base and spend your week diving, or you can learn to be certified here or become certified during your week at the sea base. Okay, Cub Scouts, this is what you have to look forward to. Here's a crew from Michigan and where else?
Montana.
Montana. And what kind of things did you do during your week at sea base?
We went sailing, scuba diving, snorkeling.
Sailing, snorkeling,
Fishing.
caught some fish. What kind of fish did you catch? Snapper? Did you get to eat them?
No, none of them were big enough.
None of them were big enough, okay. And had any of you ever been in the ocean before and seen the coral reef? No? So this was a big new experience.
What'd y'all see out there?
Yeah, what'd you see out there? Parrotfish, angelfish, parrotfish. You see any stingrays? Barracudas?
Yeah.
All right, lots of barracudas.
Sharks.
Sharks? What kind of sharks? Nurse sharks? Yep. All right. When you were a Cub Scout, did you ever think you were going to get to do something cool like this? No? Okay. Are you glad you're here? What would you say to the Cub Scouts watching this video?
Stay in scouts.
Stay in scouting. Don't drop out. Come to a high adventure base and come to the sea base, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Alright, Webelos, welcome back from watching that awesome video from our sea base leader. Now with me today, I brought my den leader, Ben, here, because he knows some people that went to sea base as well, and I kind of do. But I want to talk to Ben about the adventures that his friends went on when they went to sea base.
Yeah, so I had a big group of my friends just go down to sea base actually last year, and they got to do some really cool stuff. They saw a couple of sharks, they saw some other different wildlife kind of in the water. They also went on a sailboat, and also got to go scuba diving.
Yeah, just like that group from Montana we saw in that video, how they saw barracuda, sharks, and I think they went sailboating too. So many cool stuff we can do. But in that video, they definitely talked about how they have to watch out for some weather conditions that we don't have to watch out for up here, right? Especially in our northern tier base, which is called Northern Tier, and it's our big high adventure base up in the boundary waters in Minnesota. We don't have to watch out for hurricanes up there.
No.
But we do have to watch out for tornadoes up there.
We do have to watch out for some tornadoes, and sometimes even in the cold months, you have to take care and think about frostbite, making sure you stay warm and stay safe.
Yeah, definitely. With that down south in Florida, you don't really have to worry about frostbite.
No.
At least you hope not.
Yeah, you hope not, for sure.
Right? So otherwise, there was so many cool stuff they talked about, like how we talked about the outdoor code, so did they. So even all the way down in our different camps throughout the United States, we focus on the outdoor code. Now, speaking of other camps around the United States, not only do we have high adventure camps here in Minnesota and our Boundary Waters camp, we also have our high adventure camp down in the Florida Keys.
Yep.
But we also have 2 more. Now, I know the first one, that's in Philmont in New Mexico, where they have to deal with a lot of heat.
Yeah, they do.
There, they have to focus on the heat a lot and making sure that everyone stays hydrated and drinks lots of water. Ben, do you know where the other one is by any chance?
Well, I think the other one is out east somewhere.
Out east?
I think it's in, I think it might be in West Virginia.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's called, oh, I remember what it is. It's called the Summit Bechtel Reserve, and that's one of our properties, one of our newly acquired national bases, and that's where we hold some really big events. In fact, just recently we've held some what we call a national jamboree, which is when scouts from all across our United States come and get together. And then just recently as well, we held what's called a world jamboree. So we had some scouts from all around the world all come to West Virginia and had a big kind of camp together.
Yeah, so scouts from all across the world, people from like Japan, like one of my good friends, he was a scout in India, and so maybe Indian scouts came all the way from India, so all across the world, right? Scouts from all across the world come together every so often and have an awesome experience.
For sure.
And even when they go there, they watch out for the weather that's in West Virginia, right? We always watch out for that weather. We make sure we plan accordingly. We're making sure we're bringing the right clothes, right? We're not bringing shorts when it's gonna be negative 35.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there's lots of stuff we have to prepare for when we go out in the great outdoors, making sure our bodies are prepared, our clothes are prepared, and our minds are mentally prepared for that. Yeah. So that's all we have for you today in our scout meeting. I cannot wait to see you guys next time. All right, see you later, guys.
Bye.